It's coming. It's coming. This will be the stupid thumbnail that they put up, which is only par for the course because it's sort of, you have to go check out Paul Lathrop's um, Facebook post today because myself, Charlie Cook from Riding Shotgun with Charlie, and Rob Lathrop from Armed Defense, something like that. Anyway, hi everyone. It is Saturday. It is 9:00 p.m. Eastern. I still didn't make y'all wait a full minute. Thanks for checking in. It is Saturday night, which means it is Suicide Prevention Saturday. And it's always fun, as much as people give Facebook a hard time, that, I get to go back and they pop things up and say, hey, this is 3 years ago. Hey, this is 4 years ago. And that's how long I've been doing all of this. Of course, as soon as we start, the dog starts making noise and panting, and I don't know if you can hear him or not. All right, so Suicide Prevention Saturday. I can talk, I swear. Hi, Krabby Turtle, Mike White, DJ. Oh, don't, yeah. If all of a sudden I disappear, it's because my dog disconnected my computer or something. All right, so Suicide Prevention Saturday, rah stuff, right? That's what I promised you for tonight in the thing that I wrote, whatever that's called. I'm waiting for the dog to sit down because you may not hear him, but he's very distracting to me. G-Webs, you are here. All right, so breathe, child, breathe. G-Webs, you are welcome to help all of our friends getting over their 1,000, unless the birthday already happened and the celebration already happened. So, all right, at the end, we'll pop on to G-Webs and talk, and I'll clear that up. So anyway, thank you for your first thumbs up, G-Webs. Rah stuff. Are you ready? For what it's worth, Tony did get his 1,000. All right, then yes, this is what I was just talking about. Over here on the YouTube side of things, one of the things G-Webs does is help people get to their 1,000 viewers. I will say that I'm all excited because over last weekend while I was in Detroit, I get to 200. I know it's far from 1,000, but it was still very exciting. So one of the things I was thinking about today is, how are you today? How was your day? What did you do? What did you accomplish? What have you done today that made you feel proud of who you are? Tara, this question's for you. Yes. How is your day? How was your day? Ooh, did you get parts in? Did you get to fix the bike? Did you? Huh? I've spent the week with Tony Robbins and Dean Graziosi and Russell Brunson and a whole bunch of other speakers that are just amazing. And I'm going to turn off the comments. I'm not turning the comments off, DJ. If there's stuff that I need to know, put them up in front of me. But I'm definitely in squirrel mode this evening. So spending the last 5 days with speakers such as the ones I just talked about gets me all, yay, I must save the world and you must come with me to save the world, of course. So I don't know if you all know, but you know how I have all this? I have to update it. So 988 is there. The other thing is in the description, I wrote in a workshop that anyone from anywhere in the world can sign up for to learn more about suicide prevention. Back to the how's your day? What have you done? Give yourself a pat on the back, because here's the deal. Ready? If all you did was put 2 feet on the ground and dress yourself, it's a good day, right? If you went a little further and brushed your teeth, awesome. Let's see. For me, my fun stuff is getting to teach my students. One of my students actually just returned from vacation, and she brought me cookies from England, which I thought was spectacular and very sweet of her. So, mental health. What does it have to do with suicide prevention? All right. Acknowledging the stuff that we do every day that we take for granted is a gift. And the more that we pay attention to how much we actually accomplish, the better we feel about ourselves. The better we feel about ourselves, the easier it is for us to help others. If we take everything for granted, such as getting up and putting our feet on the floor, we are missing the idea that there are some people that will never put their feet on the floor. I have one of my superheroes in my life. She's in a wheelchair. She's got MS, and she's never putting her feet on the floor ever again, at least not without someone helping her. And so it's the little things to be grateful for. My friend Charlie Cook, who I was on the Polite Society podcast, Second Amendment Foundation Weekly Bullet, Weekend Bullet. Yeah, someday I'll pay attention to what I'm actually paying attention to. G-Webs actually knows where I was because he was there too, because G-Webs is just everywhere. So Charlie does a gratitude 1, 2, 3. What are 3 things I'm grateful for today? And mindset is what helps us to be there for those that need us, but more importantly, to be there for, here, let me see if I can do this. So our mindset helps us be able to choose things. And if we can choose things like happiness, it is a better world to be in. That's it. I'm done. 5 minutes. It's all over now. Good night. Just kidding. I know you guys want me to stay and say things. Probably. Maybe. I don't know. I'm going to imagine that that's the truth, whether it is or not. All right. So on top of being in my handy dandy little workshop this week, what are some of the pearls of wisdom that I've heard before from Tony and Dean and the likes, and that I'm here to share with you? This is the rah-rah thing. So, being a leader is making decisions. You don't have to have people follow you necessarily. You can be a leader in being a mom. You can be a leader in being a wife. You will do the things that you are going to find. Oh, for those of you, I'm so not standing up because I don't want you to see my plaid pants. But I think in the past, I've talked to you guys all about the hero stance. And Tony talked about it again. And I wish I had my pictures. Ooh, wait, let me see. Do I have my pictures? I don't know if I have my pictures. Do I have my pictures? I do not have the pictures. So if you stand there with your shoulders back, hands on your hips, for just a mere 15 seconds, the hero stance releases endorphins and dopamine and all of that. And so I was super excited that Tony brought this up, because I have brought this up to you guys before. So yes, if in the morning, remember how I said be proud of putting your feet on the floor? Take a moment, just one moment, put your hands on your hips, stand there with your head up as if you were wearing Superman's cape. All right, so what else did they tell us? Time is money and energy. And I didn't read that whole thing through, so that's all there was: time, money, and energy. What are your goals? When was the last time you actually paid attention to your goals, whatever they might be? So, one of Dean's favorite things is turning your mess into a message. And Tara, I'm kind of thinking on you on this one, because you've had a lot these last couple months. So turn your mess into your message. Stuff that you've learned when you've gone through tragedy and things that are difficult. You got through them and you are still standing. There is someone that needs you to share that with them. Who they are, I don't know. What else? Oh, I wrote down guns are great, but I don't remember what I was talking about. And this is why I should take better notes than what I did. So here's what thriving is. Oh, because the name of the challenge was a chance to thrive. So thrive, turn to a leader. The T. H, help more people. If you help enough people get what they want, it will help you get what you want. The R in thrive, read more books. So 2 days ago, much to my children's distress, we started putting aside half an hour a day to read. Now, because we're here tonight and we had a late dinner, we did not read yet tonight, but we're doing 30 minutes a day of reading, because one of the things across all of the leaders that they were talking about is that the most successful people in the world read books on a regular basis, and they read daily. And no, scrolling through Facebook does not count as reading, nor Instagram, nor any of that. All right, so we've got turn into a leader. In other words, learn for someone who's already been there. Success leaves clues is another one of Tony's favorite things, because there's someone who's been there before you. And sometimes you are that person that someone needs to turn to. Help more people. The more people you help get what they need, the more likely you are to get what you need. Read more books. I invent a new identity. So If you are not happy where you are, you have to let go of who you are right now and figure out who it is you want to be. There's more on that later, but I'm not going to try to go too crazy. Value discomfort. Discomfort is the change. We only grow when we get out of our comfort zones. There is nobody who sat around on a couch eating bonbons with their feet up, comfortable, who changed the world. And then E, engage with those who you need to serve. So that is the little thrive thing. I hope that helps. I hope that makes sense. I know I'm a little bit squirrely today. But here are just some things. And again, it was a 5-day course. I was watching it for multiple hours a day, 3 to 4 hours, depending on the day. And that is just one little tidbit that I got from it. So that's it. That's not really it, but that's it for right now. As far as stuff that I want to at least share, something that you want. All right, G-Webs, do you feel a positive mindset can be intentionally conditioned into a habit? So, positive mindset. So, yes, one of the stories actually Tony talked about today was that when we focus on something, I guess it's the other way around. You turn a habit into having a positive mindset. He always tells this story about when he learned how to be a race car driver. And the teacher's in there, and the teacher's got buttons for the car that he's driving. And when he pushes a button, one of the wheels picks up and you start spinning. Now, before this lesson started, the teacher said you must focus on what you want. And so, because if you look at the wall you're about to hit, you're going to hit the wall. If you look at the road that you want to stay on, your brain can figure out how to keep you on the road. And so a positive mindset is something that you train yourself to do. When something goes wrong or something is bad, you look at it for a moment, but then look to where you want to go and refocus. One of the other quotes from today, I think, we were talking about you get more of what you focus on. One of the things I tell people all the time, because of my history, is that I can focus on the idea that my life was a complete and total nightmare. And if that's what I focus on, that's 1000% what my life would become. However, if I focus on all the amazing blessings I've had in my life, then I am like the fairy princess who kissed my frog. Well, not that my husband was a frog. But amazing things have happened in my life. I have amazing people in my life, all of that. Are there still jerks? Of course. None of us get all of everything. So one of the habits that Tony talked about today is if your brain ever says, I can't, you need to train yourself to say, then I must. If it is something that serves you and puts you in the direction of the person that you want to become. How's that for a really long answer to your question of, do you feel positive mindset can be intentionally conditioned into a habit? So, all right, Mr. Michael. Oh gosh, and I'm so sorry that I did not send you the paperwork sooner, but thank you for reminding me 3, before I finally got it to you. So ultimate goal is making up Mount in Maine. I'm not Katahdin, maybe? Going for my second try in September. Not the knife's edge this time. So, very cool. You know what's really awesome about having goals is if you have a goal, you can break that goal down. Matter of fact, today I just did that with my my business, because I looked at where am I? Where do I want to be? And September. So that's weeks away. I don't know, Mike, when are you doing it? Like beginning, middle, or end? So I'm guessing you didn't just decide to do that today, but if you did, you take that goal and you're like, all right, let's say I've got 4 weeks before takeoff. All right, so I got 4 weeks. I need to be able to hike, I don't know, 100 miles, 50 miles, whatever it is. And so that means that each week you break it down. All right, this week I'm doing 10. Next week I gotta be doing 20. Next week I gotta do 30. Next week I gotta do 40. And then poof, you're ready for your 50. But most of us forget about our goals. Most of us forget that we had goals. And that's why I love doing free stuff that these guys offer, because I just did that thing with my business. It's like, how do I get to the point where I actually make money at my business, not just survive and that sort of thing. So, yeah. And like I said, make sure you're checking in and verifying that when you say, if I can't, that I must make sure that it is absolutely serving who I want to be. Because goodness knows we are very good at doing things that keep us in our comfort zone. We keep doing the same thing, expecting different results. I know that I do that. So there you have it. And yes, I'm going to grab G-Web's thing. It is crazy how many successful people read every day, and they read books over and over again. Right. One of the books that we talked about today is one of my favorites, and it's Og Mandino's The Greatest Salesman in the World. And it's about these 10 scrolls. And I can't remember if Dean or Tony read it first, but it's just, you learn so much from reading. And it doesn't always have to be like this. This is the most recent book that I read, cover to cover, in like 3 days, because I was going to go see Ed Milet live and in person for the first time ever. And so it's one of those things where I had a goal. I wanted to read his book before I saw him. It only came in a couple days ahead of time, and I was able to do it. Have I read a book since? Yeah, no. This was June. I think it was June, first week of June. Yeah, when I went to San Diego. And then there are other books that I've read that I still haven't read the whole thing. I flip around in it. I go to the front and I read it. And right now I'm currently reading Martin Luther King and The Wolf of Wall Street, which is something someone else gave me. So there we have it. So mental health, suicide prevention. Oh yeah, almost forgot. I was cleaning because that's the other thing we do, or that's the other thing I do when I'm in Zoom meetings. And this is my little safe talk. I don't know if it's gonna, is it gonna? It's not gonna. My safe talk little tent card. And it talks about safe talk. So you can't see it, so I'm gonna read it to you. The dude on this side. So if you are someone who is struggling currently, says person with thoughts of suicide, tell as clearly and directly as possible. If you are having an issue and you need to talk to someone, tell them that. Now, on the receiving end, it says person who wants to help, which as far as I know is all of y'all lovely people who are watching right now. Ask when someone is, when someone is invitations, they're sometimes thinking about suicide. Are you thinking about suicide? I know we've had this conversation before, but asking someone if they're considering suicide is not planting the idea into their head, which I know people have asked me before and said, and in the training that we did, they did the same thing. They're like, well, if I bring it up, does it mean I put that idea in their head? No. If you ask somebody like, all right, DJ, are you currently considering committing suicide? DJ can answer me and say, why no, Brooke, but thanks for asking, or whatever he would say. Number 2, listen. Let's talk about this. I am listening. This is important. This is another one of those things. Just listen. You do not have to solve the problem that got them to the place where they are currently at. In that, if they're telling you that they're suicidal, or you're asking them if they're suicidal, and they say yes, and they start telling you why, you do not have to solve the problem. And I think this is one of the things the people who talk to me will ask that question. It's like, but I'm not a counselor, and I don't know what I'm doing, and all of that. And it's like, we all just need someone to listen to us sometimes, especially if we're in that dark place. And then keep safe. We need extra help. I want to connect you with someone who can help you keep safe, right? For the folks who have reached out to me in the past, and said, hey, I've got someone who's suicidal, or I don't know, what do I do? And I tell them all of those things. Hello, Gizzard Gary, which is just because you're offering help, it does not mean you have to be the end all be all. The help may be driving them to the ER so they can get checked in. The help may be telling them about 211 or 988 now. So, yeah, simplify to walking and breathing. And yeah, so for those of you who are new, Tara was in a motorcycle accident. Gosh, what is it? 2 weeks? 2 weeks, yeah. 2 or 3 months ago now. She really got her legs all messed up. So having a simple goal of walking, I totally get that because I just went through that in November after I blew out my knee and then had to have surgery. I literally had to have crutches for November, December, January, February, March, I think, 5 months. So yeah, I understand that idea of walking being a simplified thing that's very exciting. And it is what it is. All right, really for real, it's 20 minutes. I think we are done, unless DJ's got anything else for me that I should be talking about. I think I got the 2 ones that he starred. Ooh, I'm getting so fancy. I look in the back office now and everything. So, all right. So, Gizzard Gary, hi. Sorry you missed it, but there's always a replay, so you can go back and watch it. All right. Hope y'all have a lovely Saturday night, and I am gonna tell you for sure on the 20th. I will not be here. However, due to the fact that some folks have requested it, I will put something up here, but it'll probably come up on YouTube only. So those of you on the Facebook side probably have to go to YouTube to get this on the 20th of August because I will not be here. And then I will be back on the 27th. So, y'all, it is birthday month. My daughter and I have our birthdays 1 day apart on the 17th and 18th. So we're not going to be here that weekend because we have birthday week. We really believe in birthday month in our family, but we're definitely doing birthday week that week. So, oh yeah. So Tara's reminding me, please like, subscribe, all that sort of stuff. Like I said, I was super excited this weekend in Detroit that I got to 200 subscribers because not that long ago when I met DJ, Barbecue, G-Webs, those guys, I had like 70, maybe 80. And had been there for a long time because I didn't try. And then I think Barbecue helped me get over 100. And just this past weekend, I got over 200. So yes, please like and subscribe. And that's it. Again, I'm so horrible at saying goodbye. This is me at a party. I will, all right. So you're not going to get a refund for the free show. And like I said, I will put something up. I will probably just make it a premiere because I don't have to touch it. It will just go. Because I am not sure what the internet is going to be like in England. So yeah, we'll have to see. Hello. Let's try. We will see you next week. All right. Good night, everybody, for real.